What is good, Meat Boys? Yo, real quick, shout out to our 508 subscribers. Crazy that we hit the 500 mark. I mean, we're stoked when we have even 5 subscribers. So appreciate you guys grilling and chilling with the boys and kicking things off UFC 02. We got Charles Rosa, Boston Strong, 14-7, taking on Nathaniel Wood, the prospect, the local kid who is 4-2 in the UFC. He had a lot of hype, right? I feel like a lot of people were super bullish on Nathaniel Wood, and maybe the talk has slowed down a little bit, but this guy is still, again, 4-2, has looked pretty impressive in the UFC. He's very well rounded, super sharp hands. He's got the great takedowns. Like, he's a guy that can really just mix it up pretty well. And he only has those 2 losses, one most recently coming against Casey Kenny, and the other one was when he was finished by John Dodson. And I remember Nathaniel Wood was like a minus 400 favorite in that one. He was winning that fight. I don't want to say he was dominating, but he was clearly winning that fight. And ultimately, John Dodson, last second, third round, was able to sleep him with some meat bombs. So pretty much the only blemish on Nathaniel Wood's record, and he's taking on Charles Rosa, who has 12 UFC fights. He's 5-7 overall, and if you look at his record, this is a dude who's been in there with some pretty tough guys, right? Yair Rodriguez, Shane Burgos, Bryce Mitchell, Damon Jackson, the Leech, right? Like these are some tough dudes that Boston Strong has lost to, and we know his game. He's pretty slow on the feet. He obviously wants to take this thing to the mat. I remember one of his more impressive victories was when he was able to submit the Bermudez Triangle, Manny Bermudez, and that was pretty impressive. And it's what he wants to do is get this thing to the mat. So, what are your thoughts on how Boston Strong Rosa versus Wood plays out? Do you think that the hometown Wood is going to be able to get this one done pretty easily, or is Boston Strong coming for the finish?
Yeah, this is such a great fight. Great matchup. Both coming off a recent loss, but I'm gonna have to go with the prospect on this. I think he's an all-around better fighter. He's gonna be the faster. He's got the youth on his side. Very reach is the same. Rose is a bigger guy, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But I think Wood will be just good enough to get it done. I see this kind of being unanimous. I think it's gonna be a close fight, but I think Wood will come through.
Yeah, 94% is with you all the way. A majority of it is beige, right? There's only about 10% rolling with that brown wood finish and maybe a little bit for that copper sub as well. But do you think it's most likely that Wood, as he traditionally does, just kind of grinds this one out, makes it a unanimous, gritty decision, or any chance Wood gets a finish?
I could definitely see Wood getting a finish, but I don't know. Rosa's pretty darn. He's a savage. He's a tough dude. So I could see this really going the distance, but wouldn't surprise me if maybe Wood gets it done via submission. Maybe even TKO also.
Yeah, and if you scroll up and down through Nathaniel Wood's stats, he's got a lot of wins by sub, got a lot by KO as well. But to your point, Charles Rosa is pretty durable. He's only been finished once in the UFC, and that was by Shane Burgos. So he's fought a lot of tough dudes as well. Usually is losing decisions besides that one to Sugar Shane Burgos. But nonetheless, I'm with you. I got to roll with Nathaniel Wood, probably by decision. But I'm going to be inspecting the round 2 and round 3 numbers because I think Charles Rosa will definitely, make it through the first round, but maybe Nathaniel Wood, this is like where he truly levels up, wants to make a statement in front of his home crowd, and perhaps can get a late second or third round finish. If the odds are there, then I might be inspecting those for sure. But to get the win at the O2, it's Wood all the way, no doubt. So, any last thoughts?
No, great matchup, great fight. Throw in the comments you got Wood or Rosa.